K.C. Venugopal ji, V.D. Satishan ji, Abdul Hakim Azari ji, C. Muhammad Faizi ji, Syed Zain ul Abidin Bafaki ji, Dr. Abdul Salam ji, A.P. Anil Kumar ji, Advocate T. Siddiq ji, Advocate Praveen Kumar ji, brothers and sisters, friends, I'd like to welcome all of you here this evening, and I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for inviting me here. It is an honor for me to be part of this launch of the Avan Institute of Management Education and Research at the Markaz Knowledge City. In a little over 4 decades, an education movement spearheaded by the great scholar and institution builder, Sheikh Abubakr Ahmed, has nurtured a vibrant ecosystem of educational institutions spanning several countries. Sheikh Abubakr Ahmed's commitment to imparting holistic education informed by spiritual values, and I think this is extremely important, informed by spiritual values, has helped build bridges with global leaders and laid the foundation for collaboration with world-class institutions overseas. Jamia Markaz has also been instrumental in driving prominent philanthropic initiatives that have helped people transcend religion, region, and caste during these difficult times. Few institutions have consistently worked to provide quality education to underprivileged students across India and continue to expand and do so. The Markaz Knowledge City is a culmination of the organization's efforts to establish a global education hub, and it reflects a futuristic vision, and I congratulate you for your tremendous achievement. Some years back, just after I had finished my master's degree, I was in my mid-20s, and you know how people are in their mid-20s. They think, or we think we know everything. So if you ask a 20-year-old, they have the answers to everything on the planet. You can ask them anything you want, they will tell you the answer. And I was in this state of mind, having just come out of Cambridge University, thinking that, I'm extremely knowledgeable. And then I met a wise person. And I was talking to him, and I asked him, what is the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Or actually, what is the difference between information, knowledge, and wisdom? And then he said to me, Rahul, how many years have you studied? So I said, well, I did my schooling, and then I did my undergraduate, and then I did my postgraduate. So he said, very good. So what, about 12 years plus 4 years plus 2 years? I said, yes. So he said, tell me, Rahul, did you study maths? I said, of course I studied maths. So he says, good. He asked me, what is maths? I said, oh, it's, what you calculate things with. You can add things, you can subtract things. He said, very good. He says, so you studied maths for 12 years? I said, yeah. So then he said, tell me, Rahul, did you study English? I said, yeah, of course. He said, how many years do you do that? I said, well, I studied it throughout. So it's very good. He said, what is English? I said, oh, English is how we communicate. So he said, tell me, did you study biology? I said, yeah. How many years? I said, well, throughout my school. He said, excellent. Chemistry? Yeah. Study of chemicals. He says, very good. Then he said to me, Rahul, You've studied all these things. You've studied maths, chemistry, physics, biology, geography, study of the earth. He said, Rahul, tell me something. How many years have you spent studying your own mind and yourself? And I went quiet. And I said, oh, I have never spent any time studying my mind and myself. He said, Rahul, that is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom is not about understanding things around you. Wisdom is about understanding things inside you. So from that day, a little bit of humility came into me. I realized that I was under the impression that I knew everything, and suddenly this gentleman told me that you haven't even spent 1 minute. You're a postgraduate, you haven't spent 1 minute trying to understand yourself. How can you call yourself wise? So I'm talking to you about wisdom. And the root to wisdom, of course, is humility. If I had spoken to that gentleman and I had said, oh, I know everything, he doesn't know anything, I would not move forward. I would have remained exactly where I was. But luckily for me, I said, the man is talking sense. And that action of saying that that man is talking sense is humility. Meaning, we are not the center of the universe. There is something bigger than us, more powerful than us. And we serve ourselves well if we accept that there is something bigger than us, more powerful than us. I'm talking to many of my Muslim brothers. What does the word Islam mean? The word Islam means submission. The word Islam means accept that there is something bigger than you. Accept that you are not the center of the universe. Be humble. So to me, the real big difference between information, knowledge, and wisdom is the act of humility. The act of saying, I do not know everything. I will never know everything. I will certainly try to understand everything, but I will never know everything. And what I like about what I see here is that you are not just trying to teach people how to get information. You are not just trying to tell them how to get knowledge. You are trying to tell them how to become wise. And that, to me, is a very powerful thing to do. I go to a lot of institutions, and brilliant students, excellent students, but frankly, all the knowledge in the world will do nothing if you carry inside you the stain of arrogance. It is actually useless. It means nothing. Because you will never be happy. You will never have true understanding. And so what I like about what you're doing is that you are teaching youngsters that information is important, that knowledge is important. But what brings information and knowledge together, wisdom, is most important. And I think this is what our country needs. Our country needs to look inside it. Needs to look inside it and ask, fundamental questions about what is happening in our country. And not just our country, all of us need to look inside ourselves. Not just say, I understand science, I understand chemistry, I understand biology, but who am I? What am I? And what makes me react the way I react? Why do I get so angry? Why do I dislike that other person? Why do I refuse to accept that that other person can also have a point of view? Why am I not ready to embrace him? Why not ready to show him affection? These are very important questions that our country has got to start asking. And so I am very happy that you're doing this work of information, knowledge, and wisdom. And I congratulate you once again. You mentioned that I don't have time to see the farm. I'm more than happy to come with you after the function and go for a drive. I have plenty of time to see the good work that you're doing. I'll be delayed by a few minutes, it doesn't really matter. So thank you very much for giving me the honor to speak to you, and have a very nice evening. Namaskar.